But now I don't see those cobbles and curbs. I don't hear the blues anymore.
Rough Trade is giving away a third of the first 3 months of the Rough Trade Club plus new music membership exclusively to 101 Part-Time Jobs listeners. Become a member of Rough Trade Club New Music and you'll receive the Rough Trade Album of the Month straight to your door every month on exclusive vinyl pressing with exclusive bonus material. Club members have received exclusive pressings of albums from Sufjan Stevens, Sprints, The Last Dinner Party, Julie Byrne and Over Mono, just to name a few, this past year alone. Sign up using the promo code CLUB101POD and you'll get the Rough Trade Album of the Month, English Teacher's excellent debut album, This Could Be Texas, on exclusive Galaxy Gold for a third of the usual price. Here's English Teacher on a recent episode of 101.
How many opportunities do you get to write a debut album and have all of this, sport behind us? I don't know, I really like the idea of holding the bar as being like classic songs.
You only get one shot at a debut.
Don't want the album of the month but still want all the benefits? Sign up to the standard tier using Club 101 Pod and you'll still get the first month free. You'll also get free shipping on all orders, 10% off the bar and on secondhand vinyl in store, and exclusive access to sold out Rough Trade events. So don't hang around. Go to roughtrade.com/club and sign up with the code CLUB101POD. That's CLUB101POD and claim money off the album of the month, English Teachers This Could Be Texas, today. This offer's available to UK residents only. Do you play in bands? I did for the longest time. And I wish that I knew that DistroKid was a thing. I don't even think it existed back then. DistroKid makes music distribution fun and easy with unlimited uploads, and artists keep 100% of your royalties and earnings. 1 million plus artists rely on DistroKid to get their music on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, TikTok, Tidal, Instagram, and all the major streaming services. When you get DistroKid, you can see a DistroKid bank and withdraw your earnings. You get notified when you've earned royalties and you can withdraw via the app. And you can even check your streaming stats on Spotify and Apple. Get 30% off your first year on DistroKid by going to distrokid.com/VIP/101pod. 30% off for your first year. That's not bad. We know it's a tough world out there. Why don't you make it easier for yourself? And to get 30% off that free year as an artist, where you get 100% of your royalties and earnings, go to distrokid.com/VIP/101pod. All right, stay with me. I'll be right back after this.
This episode is brought to you by Bumble. So, you want to find someone you're compatible with, specifically someone who's ready for a serious connection, totally open to having kids in the future, is a tall, rock-climbing Libra, and loves rom-coms with vegan pizzas on Tuesdays just as much as you do. Bumble knows that you know exactly what's right for you. So whatever it is you're looking for, Bumble's features can help you find it. Date now on Bumble.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
Hey, Joe.
All right, Phoebe, how's it going?
Hello. I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thank you. Yeah, pretty good. Had the squirts this morning, I have to say.
You did what?
Had the squirts this morning.
A what this morning?
The squirts.
The squirts. Oh, the shits.
Yeah, a little bit. But you know when it's not fully...
fair enough, mate. Yeah. Oh, mate, I'm sorry, that sucks. I had that about... Actually, no, I had it when we played in Eurosonic in Holland.
Right.
Like a couple of days ago. I couldn't stop pooing. It was mental.
What do you do?
What do I do? What, like if you're playing a show and you keep and you have the shits?
Yeah.
You just kind of got to power through and hope you don't shit yourself on stage. And to this day, I haven't. I've pissed myself on stage a bit when I've bit TMI. when I've like shouted really loud and then I weed myself at the same time, which is probably a telling sign that I'm probably not living a healthy enough lifestyle. But I haven't crapped myself yet, so far so good. The bar's set pretty low though.
You know what? I think when you pee a little bit when you're screaming, at least you fucking mean it. How many bands don't mean it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, you know, if you're weeing yourself a little bit when you shout really loud, no one can really say you're not doing it with enough conviction. So, yeah, as long as you can't really tell. One time Lily picked me up on stage and then I don't know what happened, but I accidentally weed on her a bit, which she hasn't really forgiven me for. And it was by accident, but I think I maybe took it too far that time. But that was in April, so I think
still together.
Yeah, and I haven't weed on anyone since. As long as I'm just weeing on myself.
Yeah,
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think weeing on someone else once a year is cool.
Yeah, once a year, just an annual event.
Just make it special. Yeah. I've got a really funny photo to send you from when I was a kid. I'm going to have to dig this photo out and I'll send it to you at some point. My teenage ska band, I used to get naked and I was the trumpet player. And so I could really get out there into the crowd. Actually, and I'll forward you a video after this.
Fair play.
And we
so funny.
We were lucky because we grew up in an area where there was loads of local gigs. Just for whatever reason, maybe it was just the time where like people could rent out scout huts and halls. But there was this one place we played, and there was like 200 teenagers, and there was like a photographer there. One of our friends was taking photos, and there's a circle pit around me and my mate is holding me, cradling me like a baby, and I'm naked the day as I was born, and it's just a really fantastic photo.
That's hilarious. That's so sick. How old were you?
15, 16.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, that was when I got really obsessed with booking gigs, and I booked a tour, and I like fucked up my GCSEs because I was just so obsessed with being on MySpace booking tours, and I spent months trying to book it, and ended up being like 3 dates all in the southwest of England. But you know, hey, it's still pretty good, I think. 3 dates at 16.
There's places to be in the south. I'd say, yeah. Bring them back.
I've got one big question for you.
Okay.
And take your time with it. What is the maddest thing that you've seen with your own eyes?
That I've seen, maddest thing that I've seen, did you say on tour?
With your own eyes.
The maddest thing I've just seen in general with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fucking mad question. I've seen some weird shit. I don't know. Actually, something which, I don't know if it's probably the maddest thing, because there's been quite a few, but something that I totally forgot about and remembered the other day, because I tried to do dry Jan, but I only lasted 10 days. But within those 10 days, because I wasn't really occupying myself with slamming pints, I started to remember things that I'd forgotten about. And I was lying in bed and I remembered something that happened to me when I was 15 and I was in school. And I was thinking, that was actually really fucking mad. So I'm in school and like we're in PSHE class, probably trying to put a condom on a banana. And teachers bust in and they're like, nobody can leave the school. School's on lockdown. Close the blinds. Don't look out the windows. You're not allowed to leave the room. Evidently, being 15, we're like, fuck off. So we look outside the windows. I kid you not. I can't believe I forgot about this. There was a geezer, probably like, I don't know, around 40, running around our school field with a massive fucking machete.
What?
And we were like, yeah, no, it was bonkers. I don't know who this guy was. He was running around with a machete. I couldn't hear it, but I was assuming he was screaming. He was trying to get into school. Talk of the town. He's running around all the local schools in Brighton, just going onto the fields with a machete. And it was in the Argus, which is Brighton's local newspaper.
Yeah, they do great headlines, the Argus, don't they?
They do. Yeah, it's like, man with machete comes to school, breaks through the window. They always exaggerate it a bit. Yeah, Argus is a bit bonkers. Anyway, that did actually happen. And I thought about that the other day, and I was like, that's fucking crazy that I just forgot about this machete attack on my school. So that was pretty bonkers.
Makes you think, what else have you forgotten?
Oh, probably quite a lot. Probably some things I've probably intentionally forgotten. Quite a lot of things.
That's a good tool to have, isn't it, sometimes?
It's pretty handy. But yeah, that was pretty bonkers. Other mad things that I've seen with my own eyes. I don't know. I think everything just after a while just gets a bit crazy, and you're just like, everything kind of becomes a bit normal. You're like, oh, okay, right, nice one.
Mate, that's
there's
a
a car
good
on
one.
fire on the motorway. Oh, right, yeah. That Machete one was pretty good.
I've got a mate who went to this. He's like this mad fucker of a mate, and we went up to someone's party, and like it was like a fairly nice flat, and one of them had like made a really nice spag bowl for everyone, and I'm talking like proper family dinner style spag bowl. And my mate and this person who cooked it went out the kitchen. We were sort of loitering around the kitchen, and my mate, when he was on the third floor of this house, opened the window and tipped all the food outside, and then just like put it back on the stove and didn't say anything to anyone, which is so out of order, but it's also really fucking brilliant.
That's jokes. That's rogue as fuck. You know what? Did you ever read about that story? Like, and I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, this surely can't be true, but it is. I read about this article. Also, I'm bringing it back to poo. But
love it.
Do you hear about that story? She went on a date to like this guy's house, and she was like, "Oh, excuse me, I need the toilet." And she went to the toilet, did a poo. The poo wouldn't flush, so then she got the poo out the toilets with her hand and like tried to throw it out the window in panic. But it was like a double glazed window, but there was a gap in the middle. The poo goes down the middle of the window. She panics and tries to get in to get the poo out the window. And then she falls into like this gap and gets stuck. And she's up there for hours. And then her date's like, oh, where is this lady? And then she's basically just stuck in the window. And then the fire brigade have to come out to get her and her poo, which is sandwiched in between the stranger's window, out.
I know that one.
Wondering, like, after that, like, would that be like enough to be like, well, we kind of? I feel if I was like the date and someone came out to my house and that this had happened to them and they were stuck in between my windows with their poo and themselves, I'd feel really like a prick if I just didn't go on a second date with them. Like, I feel like you kind of have to after that whole ordeal. You kind of be like, right, let's at least unpack this. I feel like this probably isn't going to go anywhere. This is not, a great foundation for an amazing modern love story. But you'd have to kind of go on another date and unpack that and be like, how are you doing?
Yeah, well, I think it'd be a great way to find out how they react to when shit hits the fan. That's a great litmus test. Because if you're going to be together a few years, you need to find out how each other reacts in these mad environments and these mad scenarios. Yeah. So it's a good test.
That's it. That's getting deep in the soup from day one.
Joe, we should do a Where Are They Now with her.
Yeah. Where is she now?
Shall I get you? Do you want to do an episode on 101 where you speak to that girl?
I would absolutely love that. Can we find her?
Yes.
I'll Google. I'll try and find her on Instagram and be like, look, I've got the opportunity of a lifetime. My friend Giles does a podcast. No, absolutely. That would be hilarious.
All right, well, let's sort it out. I love a challenge.
Sick. Yeah, go on. That would be so funny.
To be continued.
Big time.
All right.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.